Hentla, Tigwitzid, and Kuksham. My name is Kyle Taylor Lucas. I'm a Snohomish or Snohomish woman of the Tulalip tribes, and I'm also a Pukaist and Tukatik woman of the Entlakepan Nation, British Columbia. Our people knew no borders. Our people knew no borders. My people traveled regularly down into what is known as Skagit and Whatcom counties now. And so, as an Indigenous First Nations woman of Canada, I call this my land too. And I can't tell you, I'm sure I've shared your tears. I've been crying and crying and crying for months now. And so this lifts my heart so much to be able to be here in your company. And so I'm just lifting my hands to you and in deepest gratitude. Thank you. I love you. As we say among my people, Kuksham, thank you, lifting my hands to you. Olympia asked me to speak. I was named this last year as the hereditary chief of my people in British Columbia. And so I suppose I didn't really have any words planned, but speaking from the heart, I would say that my heart has been broken, and I've been an activist here doing street organizing for decades, and one of the big issues that I've tried to address over the years is immigration and immigration justice. And I remember how heartbroken we all were in 2008 because Philae Bomer and I brought a resolution to the Democratic Party. We could have helped to fix some of what we're dealing with today, but it was not passed, unbelievably. And now many are supporting the same issues that we brought in that resolution. So when I heard Victor speak earlier about making your own, thinking for yourselves, I couldn't agree more. And I think that's what we must do at this time in our lives, when only two people in our congressional delegation have signed on to impeachment. And so I think we need to hold these people accountable, who are our representatives. We must do this. And I also believe that we must actually do what we're doing here today and do more of it. I'm hoping that mothers and aunties and grandmothers especially, who understand how much the bonding that occurs in the early days matters to these children who will forever be harmed by what has happened with the separation. I'm hoping that women are going to especially take to the streets and say enough is enough. Just wanting also to offer a few words in recognition and acknowledgement of the Nisqually and Squaxin and Stichas peoples, upon whose territories we are meeting today, acknowledging them and thanking them for their resilience and all that they've overcome over the years. As First Peoples, I consider myself a First People person, an Indigenous woman, and a woman of color. And over the years, I've worked really hard on immigration issues as a First Nations woman, as a first woman of color, because my heart so bonds with my brown brothers and sisters to the south and all of the injustices that I've seen. And it's largely been due to our policies. When we look at NAFTA and the impact that NAFTA had to our brothers and sisters to the south who fled here after NAFTA killed their farming, and with the subsidies we did here in the United States, and they couldn't compete with our farmers. And so they came here for all the reasons that other immigrants have come here and my people have welcomed. And so No, we're not all immigrants, really. Some of us were here first, but say that. And I have a sign over there that says "Refugees Welcome," and it really warmed my heart when my young grandson went and stood with me with those signs, and also when he went to meet specifically Governor Inslee a few years ago to present him a small token and to say thank you for saying that refugees are welcome here. So I do want to thank the governor for that, for his leadership and on making this a sanctuary state. Let's do more of that, and let's keep taking to the streets. Enough is enough. Tigweed seed, thank you. Cookshem, thank you, good people. I love you.